Alright guys, so I decided to take off this ignition that was on my bike stock because I simply didn't like how big it was and I don't like the location, and most of the time when I'm trying to take the key out I hit the exhaust manifold and burn my fingers off. So I figured that I'll come up with a solution to get rid of the ignition key, except I didn't want to completely get rid of it so that anybody can start the bike. What I'm gonna do is wire up these switches. These are the two-way switches in a way so that you can only start the bike if you correctly sequence these switches. Bracket I just created from sheet metal, bent the inch in width, and I'm gonna cut two slits here, pop it right in and weld it onto the frame. And maybe I won't even weld it, I might just bend the tabs left and right side, but I'll show you how that's done. So that's where I am. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this bike so it matches the look on the bike. Alright, so here's what the finished product looks like. I know the paint job is not the best, but whatever, it's gonna be under the seat, so I don't care too much. So this is the switch that I have here, and it's gonna be installed right here under the pan. I made two slits with Dremel, and this is just gonna fit right in here. So I have the two holes here. Just line that up. I'm gonna tap these out with a hammer so that it doesn't go anywhere. The reason why I decided to not make it permanent is because I figured I would want to change the combination, and if I do need to walk on the bike down there, I can have access to it still without cutting any metal by creating these little tabs. So I'm just gonna hit this up with hammer so that it's nice and even. Alright, so here is the finished product for the switches. As you can see, it's actually looking better than I thought. You don't really notice it unless you're up close looking at it. So yeah, I think this was a good little investment. I got the switches for like I don't know, $5 on eBay. So these switches you can get for super cheap, and metal, of course, it's just made out of scrap metal. So you can get this combination system going for under $5 instead of having this little ignition system up front, which of course I already cut off with a Dremel. There's a little notch here, but I'm gonna sand that down later on. But again, there's no key that you have to bring when you ride the bike, and the bike just looks that much better.